Hi, welcome to Professor Kev Show. I got my friend Mary with us from Control Code. Good afternoon, Mary. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So let's start at the beginning. Tell us why you started this idea, Mary.
Yeah, so I started my nonprofit Control Code because as a student myself, I really saw firsthand how a lack of access to education, especially in technology, can really impact lives. And growing up as a Nigerian immigrant, I came to the US seeking better educational opportunities, but I quickly realized that not everyone had equal access to those opportunities, and I wanted to sort of do my part to change that. I had noticed that many students in my community, particularly those from underrepresented backgrounds or underrepresented communities, really lacked the resources and guidance to explore STEM and explore tech outside of school. So, overall, that's really why I created Control Code to make computer science education, particularly more accessible and in a way to empower students to learn coding and learn STEM outside of school. So that was my main motivation.
So tell me how you're doing that, Mary.
Yeah, so Control Code is a nonprofit dedicated to bridging the gap in computer science, so we provide hands-on learning experiences such as mentorship and as well as resources for students. So we run multiple coding workshops virtually and in person. We started off locally in Texas, but we've expanded to a few other US states. And we also have mentorship programs virtually as well as community outreach initiatives that we really try to ensure that every student, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to explore STEM and explore technology. And I think one of our main initiatives is also distributing Coding Unplugged, which is a book I wrote to help students learn Python without internet access. Because most computer science books, when you buy them, they require you to log into a certain app on your computer. And many students don't have access to a computer outside of school. So I wrote Coding Unplugged as a way to empower students learn computer science without ever needing an internet, Wi-Fi, or even their own computers. So it has hands-on coding exercises that you can just use a pencil and paper with, and also explains a lot about Python programming to just sort of introduce the concept to students in a way. So I think overall through our partnerships with schools. We've also been partnering with Google Code Next and as well as other coding nonprofits. We're really hoping to make tech education more inclusive and accessible.
All right, let's talk about your TED Talk. It's
Yes.
online. You did three?
Yeah, it's not online yet. It's actually going to be online in a few weeks.
Okay.
I gave my TED Talk on March 1st, and
Yep.
it was really about the importance of computer science education and showing that it can really change lives. We've seen that our world is increasingly digital, and tech can really change all of our lives if only access to it is truly equitable in a way.
Tell me about the experience.
It was great. I think it was really nerve-wracking at
I'd
first.
imagine.
Yeah, it was I've had a few weeks to prep. I had about a month to prep
Yep.
and just sort of I got to talk to the organizers of I gave a TEDx talk, which is a local
Yep.
TED talk in my community in Houston. And I really just I wanted to sort of promote the message that computer science education changes lives. So we had a dress rehearsal where I ran through my entire speech first off, and then our at the day of it was pretty quick. I was the third speaker, gave my speech, and then I left. That was kind of it. It was just very very quick. Just give your speech and then you're done. But I think it was a culmination of a lot of help and a lot of mentorship and people encouraging me to just sort of showcase my message. So I had a great experience overall, and I'm really excited for it to be online.
I look forward to it. So congratulations on that. Mary, what's the
Thank you.
best way for people to reach out to you if they want to learn more, they want to be able to help?
Yeah, I think if you want to, we have open slots for volunteers, the more the merrier. You can definitely reach us at www.controlcode.org. That's CTRL Code. controlcode.org. That's our main website. And then from there, we have a messaging area where you can message us directly. And we also have our email address and everything listed on our website, www.controlcode.org.
Awesome. Very appreciate you taking a few minutes to call on the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you so much for having me.